Roger Volz of BGC Financial joining us now on the phone. Roger, earlier today it felt like, here we go again. Not to diminish that, but however, I should point out that stocks are off their lows of the day. Earlier, the Dow was off more than 230 points. What has it been like on the trading floor today?
Actually, a bit of a shock that came in this morning with the lows, but the lows came in so early in the session, and the desks are so lightly manned at this stage. So
right.
I'm not sure if most of the reaction is really going to be felt today, or we see the reaction and the counter reaction on Monday as we get into the end of the month, beginning of the month scenario.
Roger, what have you been hearing from clients? Have they been calling in and saying, I can't hack this, I got to get out? What are they saying?
No, pretty much. We had taken a bit of a defensive stance going into the beginning of the week. We saw some topping patterns coming into China. We decided to move some equity out. It's been a process of testing resistances where we have elected to take some profits piecemeal here and there. So we've been raising some cash as the market has been going higher in this whole phase from July. And to be honest with you, the last few days when we stalled out at 10,500 in the Dow and up around 1113 on the S&P, the market had begun to look a bit tired. Some of the momentum looked like it was being pulled out, and the fact that we had such low volumes and lack of participation really didn't confirm that we were going to have some sort of an upside continuation.
Roger, we were talking to our last guests about how we are close to the end of the month. Put that together with what you just talked about, that we're seeing lighter volume, people come back to the trading desks Monday, Tuesday. What kind of trading are we looking to for next week?
Well, what you're going to see is, as we're getting close to the end of the month and end of the year scenario, the hair trigger willingness to liquidate is going to become a little bit more tense. People are not going to be willing to sit on positions that have been carrying forward and risk giving back any further gains on the year, especially going into the end of the year. At the same token, the dips, you have enough sideline cash that you are seeing some participation coming in on the dips, but a 2 or 3% corrective phase probably is not enough to really generate any type of aggressive buy phase at this stage.
Roger, just to finish up in the final seconds we have here in the last half hour of trading, how are things going to play out?
We made a nice bounce off the low. We had about a 30-point bounce in the S&P. We were actually getting a little bit overbought as the reach got up towards 11,000 again on the S&P. Yeah. So we're beginning to see a little bit of a fade back down as traders begin to square up their positions, take some profits on those short term. So I'm actually posturing myself for some sort of a retest play as we go into next week.
Roger, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Roger Volz of BGC Financial giving us his take on today's trading.